Hello, welcome back to Steve's Retirement Corner. Taking a part-time job in retirement. Man, this is a fantastic idea. It was actually a part of my original retirement plan. Retire from the plan at 60. Give me a part-time job, 15, 20 hours a week maybe. Work till I'm 65. Draw Social Security. Reevaluate. Man, it was a good plan. It was a beautiful plan, Doc. Hmm. But hey, life happens. Things change all the time. And the majority of stuff I ever figure on never happens the way I figure it anyways. So I've gotten pretty good over the years at being able to adapt and accept change. Hmm. But at this point in my retirement, things are going so good that I got no plans on getting one. It would be hard for me to go back to the plant now. It would be hard to adapt, to change my routine now back over to what I had to work at the plant. That'd be hard. It'd probably take me 6 months or better to get into it again. And the daggone, I, I'm enjoying myself too much now to mess things up by getting a job. But honestly, I mean, you could say I got a part-time job with my little ladies. I'm there 8, 10 hours a week. Messing with them. You know, so and I know when I was younger, I was uh, I was always puzzled by it. Whenever one of the older fellows at the plant would leave and say, "Hey, we're gonna go down here and do this for a couple days a week or whatever," and I couldn't figure that out. You know, why are you gonna leave a good job? With great benefits, all the overtime a man could ask for, holiday pay. You know, for something that pays you a minimum wage or $10 or $12 an hour, and none of that other stuff. And only work a couple hours. To me, it didn't make sense. You're gonna leave that kind of a job and go to another one. And it wasn't until I got older I realized, there's a lot of baggage that comes with daggone work. I enjoyed my job. I enjoyed my partner. He was a good fellow to work with. Big fellow was a good guy to me. Ideal to work with. But it was all the baggage that come with it. I just wasn't willing to put up with all that, in order to stay there. Now, ideally, I would have went to 10, 12 hours a week, 15 hours a week, something like that. But it wasn't allowed there, so I had to look at a part timer. And I'm not actually looking for a part timer, but I think about it constantly. If something was to come up, if the perfect job, part time job for me to come up, I'd probably take it. I don't know. It would be hard for me not to, because I'm greedy. If I got a chance to make a few dollars doing 10, $12 hours a week or whatever, I'd probably go ahead and take it. One of them helicopters. But the big thing is if you decide to take one in retirement, it doesn't mean your daggone retirement failed or you failed at retirement or you need money or any of that other stuff. That's the first thing people think. They didn't like retirement, so they went back to work, or they were running out of money or whatever. You gotta. It's your retirement. You do in it what the heck you feel like. If you want to work that, I'm gonna go ahead. Not that you need my go ahead or anything, but it's just the way I feel about it. Because daggone part-time job in retirement has a lot of benefits that aren't have nothing to do with money. It's a social activity. You get out and meet people, other people. It might be a learning activity for you. Maybe it's something you've been interested in, and you gotta, you got your foot in the door in it or something. It gets you out, keeps you from being underfoot of the wife. It gets you keeps you from getting bored or a slack period in your time. There's a lot of benefits to it that you don't realize other than money. And it's good for you. You know, somebody's been working 30, 40, 50 years every day. It's hard to make that adjustment. That was my thing. I thought it would be hard to make that adjustment. Ended up I'm pretty good at being lazy. but but and you know, and I'm thinking about the winter time. I won't be able to get out as much and knock around. There won't be as much to do out and about. And the cold doesn't really bother me. It takes me a while to get comfortable with it. But once I get comfortable with it, it's not that big a deal. But now we don't usually have, but about 6 weeks we got to even worry about bad weather here. January through about the middle of February. After that and before that, we very seldom have a bad December. Very seldom. It's usually not till January comes. So I mean, I can put up with it for 6 weeks, dadgum. But we'll see. I mean, if I get to knock around and get bored as heck, man, I mean, I'll jump on the first thing I find. I got a problem. But it's good for you. You know, I don't know. At this point, I just couldn't. I can't see myself doing it. Why screw up a good thing right now? That's the way I look at it. I mean, that's part of the reason I left. Work was getting in the way of my life. So I eliminated that from the equation. I don't know. Well, y'all be good. Y'all enjoy your day. It's beautiful down here today. Just lovely. Y'all take care. We'll talk to you later.